Let's talk about the mode airdrop. Why? Because it's coming so soon, like in the next few weeks soon, like maybe between 2 to 3 weeks soon. It's going to be 5.5% of the entire FDV based on points. And well, the FDVs of L2s tend to be in the billions of dollars when they launch. This could be between like $2 and $400 billion airdrop. Sorry, no, $2 to $400 million airdrop. And I don't think it's too late to start farming it. Now, have you missed a big chunk of the farming? Absolutely, yes, you have. But is there still a lot of meat on the bone here to get some good APY? Yes, certainly, absolutely. And you can do that while leverage farming things like Renzo, leverage farming things like EtherFi, leverage farming things like Kelp, and of course, Eigenlayer. So let's just dive into what I think is the best possible way to try to farm this airdrop for the last few weeks. Sturdy. Sturdy is the answer. Now, there's also Kim. Kim is fantastic, especially if you like providing liquidity. It's going to be the best place to do that, the best place to get multiple points. But Sturdy, to me, is the greatest place right now for trying to make the most out of these last few weeks of mode points. Now, first, we're going to look at like the conservative play, which is just lending. Right now, you can lend for a base rate of 41% in ETH. You're getting paid in ETH. How ridiculous is that? So 41% base rate in ETH plus 2 times mode points plus 2 times Renzo points. That's crazy. So this is a really good play. You're probably getting, I really don't know, but let's just say like between 50, 60, maybe even 70% APY after all the airdrop points are calculated and said and done. But if you want to go up the risk curve a little bit like I do, you might want to be leveraging Easy ETH or EtherFi ETH. So I am leveraging Easy ETH because there's more liquidity there. So let's just look at that. Here you can see my current collateral is 13.76 Easy ETH, and my current borrow is 11.85 wrapped ETH. Now I do have some wrapped ETH to convert, so I'm going to do that. And how do you convert wrapped ETH? So I've just borrowed some more wrapped ETH. Now, in order to continue leveraging this, because you don't do automatic leverage here like you might with Fluid or Gearbox, you have to manually leverage, but it's mode, so gas is like less than a penny or pennies. You can do this pretty easily and pretty consistently and very, very quickly. By the way, mode is going to be like the first Eigenlayer or EigenDA L2. So hopefully it'll catch an Eigen narrative in the near future and it'll have, everything will be very pumpy. Who knows? Anyways, I have wrapped ETH. I need to convert it back to Easy ETH so I can leverage this. What do I do? Well, I go over to Renzo. I say, okay, I have some wrapped ETH. How much wrapped ETH do I have? Let's find out. I have, you can see what I'm going to do because I'm sort of showing my hand here. Oh, do I have Renzo ETH? This says I have Renzo ETH. Let me go back over to Sturdy. Oh, I do. Okay, so I have Renzo ETH. Never mind. I will deposit my Renzo ETH 2.23 and I will borrow as much ETH as I can, 1.96, and open the borrow. And then once I have that wrapped ETH, you'll see what I do. By the way, if you want to get Renzo ETH over to Mode Chain, you can send it from Arbitrum via the Connext bridge, and it takes like 5 seconds. It is crazy fast. And so that's what I did because it was super easy, and I like using Arbitrum. So done. This is done. I can go over to Odos now and see how much ETH I have. I have ETH 1 point, I'm just going to copy that, 1.96 whatever, and I get 1.9344. So do I do better or worse? 1.931 instead of 1.934. So clearly doing better with Odos, which is a phenomenal DEX aggregator. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love how it routes through multiple DEXs. I am so glad that Odos is on mode just because it's amazing. And who knows, maybe there'll be a token someday. Maybe from using this a whole bunch, Odos will airdrop me some money. I don't know. I hope so, but I don't care because it's such a good product anyways. I don't mind using it whenever I can. I would use DeFi Llama Swap if no. I mean, Odos and DeFi Llama Swap to me are similar. I think Odos has a better user interface. I think Odos may have better routing. Don't tell Ox not going to make it. I said that. But I hold DeFi Llama so dear to my heart for all that they've done for DeFi that I'll use DeFi Llama Swap as a default just because I love them so much. But Odos, from a user experience perspective, is chef's kiss, so great. Anyways, with Easy ETH swapping, it goes through Kim and Sushi Swap or SubSwap, which is great. It routes and look at this, like less. It doesn't even show up how much money it costs. 0.00000052. All right, happy to pay that. This transaction will go through pretty quickly. Typically, it takes like 7-10 seconds, and you just do it again. So a few things to note. One, when you're on Sturdy, it'll tell you what your health factor is. It'll tell you even better what your liquidation DPEG ratio is. So when Renzo ETH is down to 0.96 ETH, you will get liquidated. And the liquidation penalty is pretty harsh, so you really, really don't want to get liquidated. But let's just look at the chart. This is the blue line is where you get liquidated. This is the price. So you can see there was one pretty dramatic dip all the way from 1.014 down to 1. I am fine with a liquidation point at 0.96. Now, listen, I don't like liquidation risks. I really don't like them, which is why Fluid is fantastic because they use like the withdrawal rate of EtherFi ETH. This does not. This does have an actual liquidation risk. So if you don't like liquidation risks, you may want to have not max leverage. What you may want to do instead, so I've just deposited, I need to refresh. What you may want to do is not do what I do, which is max leverage every time, or not go to 8x leverage, and remember this is really important, always finish on a deposit. So look at this. Here, I would move my health factor from 1.05 to 1.18, and my liquidation DPEG ratio from 0.96 all the way to 0.86, which means I'd have to be way down here to get liquidated, right? Super healthy. I won't say the safe word because I don't like to use the word safe in DeFi, but if you always end on a deposit, what would I be? My principal was 4.3. So if I deposited this, I would be roughly 4x leveraged, which is really good in my opinion. You don't have to go crazy with it. But of course, I'm going to continue leveraging because I want more leverage, and I'm fine if my last deposit only puts me to 0.92 or 0.93. That would still be perfectly fine for my personal risk profile. So again, I have a referral link for Mode. Don't use my referral link. Use the DeFi Dojo referral link. My referral link only pays me, only benefits me. The DeFi Dojo referral link benefits multiple people who help make the dojo great. Hopefully this works out for you guys. I don't know if I looked at the math here, but if Eigenday is 5.7 and my leverage is 8, which is what I'm going for, LRT multiplier is 2, bar interest rate, let's just say 55%. We're looking at some pretty incredible returns. If, Eigenday is 5.7, 40% ROI, annualized return is 720%. These are nuts. And this isn't even considering the Mode airdrop. So this isn't even considering the Mode points you're generating and are going to get airdrop in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I think this is a great play. Even without the Mode airdrop, it's a great play. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, follow me on Twitter, or YouTube, whatever, all that kind of stuff. I am kind of trying to build up my social presence again for the very first time since the last bull market. I have like 88,000 followers on Twitter. If I could get that to 100,000 just to really compete with Hoeim, that'd be fun. One last thing, we were talking about Mode a month and a half ago in the DeFi Dojo Discord, because that's where all the alpha is. And if you want to be early, if you want to know about these things before I make them super public, that's the place to learn. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless.